Alright, so here we go. Okay, starting with a little underwater here. Again, good underwater, but boom. What are you doing?
Yeah, head up.
Yep, Superman right away, okay? So again, you basically want to leave that head into a straight streamlined position there. You don't want to Superman up, okay? But again, what we're going to see today is a lot of good stuff. I just want you to see it. The biggest thing I think you're going to see in your butterfly here is what we call the one kick wonder. See, one kick, boom, right? One kick, boom. So you're kicking in, you're not kicking out. So what we need to work on is getting that dolphin motion going through the butterfly where you're constantly kicking in, kicking out. I'm going to let you watch it a little bit at real speed here. See? One kick when you catch, one kick when you catch. Now when you do this too, and it's pretty common in butterflies, see how you're sliding out and you're just dropping what I call your elbows a little bit here. Not bad, but just a little bit because you're going to see it start to lead. See how you're leading just a little bit? Not bad, but that's where something you can get on top of it with that second kick. Right? You're muscling it, but you'll be more with finesse on the second kick. Make sense? Okay, again, you'll probably see Superman. Whoop. Yep. A lot of good stuff here, but again, see how we're entering? Okay, and then we're going to, like right here is where you like kick and slide it out, where you should be on top of that a little bit more. And right here, see that? That's where I'm trying to get rid of, that's where I'm trying to get rid of what I'll call it, that early, you're leading with the elbow here, whereas I'd like it to be more where you're early vertical form with that arm. Okay? Okay, from on top. Sometimes, like what I say, you have the wide low recovery, but then you kind of smash it in and you over splash, like you're sending, water this way and water that way. That makes sense? So it's got to flow a little bit more to that entry. Again, but you're doing a lot of good stuff here. Backstroke, kind of just thinking what I'm going to see here is I know you typically have a deeper kick and the right hand. So that right hand, just a little shallow right here. See how you're right at the surface? Again, that should be just a little bit deeper, and I see that sometimes when we talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but probably more than anything else here is just that we're just a little deep. Like, again, I'm going to hit slow-mo here. Again, your line's a little downhill, right? Ideally, I'd like to have your balance here a little bit more at the surface. Make sense?
Yeah.
Again, good streamline, good shooter there. This hand is driving to a catch a little bit better. Now that one has a little bit of air on it. See how we're just driving with a little bit of air on it? But see how the hand is deeper in the water? Let's see if the next one's probably going to be a cleaner catch. See, that one's much cleaner. Again, that one's about where you should be. Catching, early vertical form, I could argue you got a little bit of air, clean it up, maybe a little shallow. But the biggest thing is, I just want you to see that, again, that balance is a little bit downhill.
Yeah.
We'd like to have that balance where that kick is up a little bit more. Again, a lot of good things here. Just a little driving deeper to the catch, getting the kick up a little bit more. Oh, here, you're going to see wiggle, because we see wiggle in your backstroke too. See wiggle, like look at right now, the line should be, right? And then you kind of have feet that are over on this side of the line and wiggle, the hips wiggle to the other side of the line. Okay?
Yeah.
So again, you want to rotate the hips, not twist the hips, so to speak. Okay, good pull out there. Oh, no, not a good pull out.
Yeah, that was before.
Okay, you know how to do it now,
Yeah.
right? We fixed that, okay? So I'm not even going to go there, but again, you realize you're doing like the dolphin at the end of that kick. We'll see it on the other wall too, right?
No, we'll see the opening.
Yeah, again, you're stretching forward, attacking forward, finishing the kick. Finishing the kick's probably the biggest thing. I like a lot of the things you're doing here. I like the flat back, the stretching, but we're not finishing that kick. You know what? That actually looks all right there. I still think you need to finish that kick with a snap on it. See the pull out?
Yeah.
You saw that. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that alone. But I like the way, again, right here, shooting, stretching. Right there, flat back. Maybe the kick's a little bit wide is what it is. This is kind of what I'm getting at. The knees.
Yeah.
Okay. So the knees at this point are a little bit wide. Right? We're trying to get a little bit narrow on that draw. Okay. Knees are popping right there, boom. So if you narrow with the knees on the draw to get the right ankle flexion, you may be a little bit more ankle flexion here too, like I'm gonna hit. If you could pull the heel up to the butt a little bit more, right? And then this ankle flexion, trying to get it so it's a little wider. Right there, that looks a little narrow.
Okay.
Okay? Head position's pretty good right there. You're actually doing a lot of good things on that. This is where I think you're going to see the knees really pop in. Let's go back on one.
And it was so fake.
So the knees right here are
Oh,
like your
yeah.
heels are not bad ankle flexion there. Just the knees are a little wide. Right there is pretty good. Just bring in the heels up to the butt a little bit more. Okay? This is all recording, so you're going to hear this voice over and over. I'm going to send it, package it, and send it to you. All right. Again, like to see a little more aggressive shooter here, Superman in, but not as bad on that one. This is where you're going to see that one hand slide out a little bit, where you rotate and just drop that elbow slightly. The head still could be in a little more in line here. See how that head's just up a little bit more? We talk about leaving that head down when we breathe a little bit more. But again, you're doing a lot of good stuff here. This is where you drive with the kick better. But you're still going to see that your hips are wiggling a little bit. Let's come back just a little bit more. This elbow right here, look across your body right there. That one was, just see how you're leading with the elbow there? Ideally, we'd like to be like this with it. And again, you tend to be leading more with that elbow. So again, getting that early vertical forearm, getting the fingertip to palm. Again, probably like to see you hit that shooter a little bit more. See how the head's just a little bit up. Right here. That looks good from the front, meaning you're doing the right things. Fingertip down, early vertical forearm. Again, right here. I'm trying to get you in the screen a little bit more now. That's all I got. Looks pretty good right there. You know, again, pretty good right there. You're doing a lot of good stuff, driving with the kick, head position and balance. I just think that right hand, remember how we talked about it, like sometimes it comes in and then kind of slides across the center line? We just got to watch that, and we'll maybe see that from up top, like a little wiggle. It's similar to backstroke. Okay, so again, so we wiggle across. So again, if I'm holding a straight line, what I'm seeing a little bit through here is that you tend to do that wiggle entry where you're coming around and wiggling across, the twisting across versus rotating. That breath, see that last breath where you kind of look backwards with that breath?
Yeah.
And that creates a little bit more of a wiggle there. But Lucius, again, a lot of good things here. Just things you got to be more and more aware of. You see it, and we'll do it. I'll package this. I'll put it up on YouTube. You can watch it again, and then we're going to talk about it again.